This video is for the installation of the PLM600-E. Part 1 will be uncrating and placing the machine in place. The machine comes in one large wooden crate. You're going to need a drill with Torx T20 and T25 bits to remove the screws. Remove all the screws along the top, as well as the sides and along the bottom of the crate. Remove these screws for the cross beams. When all the screws are removed, the sides should lift off. Next, we will remove the crossbeam supports. He's going to remove the screws, and someone needs to be on the other side to support these so they don't fall onto the machine. All the screws holding the top are removed. Top is lifted off and set aside. Side can be lifted away. The front, one side, and the top have now been removed. Now moving on to the other side. Someone will need to stabilize this as he removes the last screw. Down to the last side. It's being held along the bottom only. The final side has been removed, and we have them all setting aside in a stack here, along with the cross beams. The machine is foil wrapped, so next we will cut the foil and remove it. Cut all the way around the bottom. The metal foil can then be lifted off. On this side is the boxes with the accessories and computer and cart. And on this side is the back of the machine. Next, we will cut the shrink wrap and remove along with the bubble wrap. Now that that's removed, you can lift the boxes and move them away from the crate. Unpack the larger box before trying to lift it off. The cart should not be lifted by the shelf. You have to lift it by the pillars down here. You can unlock the wheels. And then 2 people to lift each side out. Remove the screws that hold this piece of plywood underneath the cart to the base. The machine is bolted to the crate. You need to remove these end pieces in order to get to the bolts to pull it off the crate. End pieces on each side. The way this is removed is pull it up and out at the same time. These little notches, buttons right in the notches here on the sides of this sheet metal panel. Once the side panel is removed, you can look inside, and these are the bolts that hold the machine to the crate. One there and one there. It's 2 nuts locked together. Machine is being unbolted from the crate. The nuts and washers have been removed from the tops of the bolts. The bolts stay in place in the crate. The machine will need to be lifted off the crate using a fork truck under this area here. Be sure to make sure that there's no cords, power cords, or this umbilical cord. Make sure this is up and out of the way. The smaller crate can now be opened. And this will contain the computer for the machine. The computer and the monitor is in this box. The monitor box. This is the accessory box. Everything can be pulled out of the boxes. The machine comes with these foam inserts that hold the accessories. That should be fine right there.
That's good.
You can't hardly see there, huh?
Back up. We're going under there. Yeah, I can see it now. Back up a little bit.
It needs to come through all the way to the front support beam. Yeah, so there's bolts coming up through the frame, so you're gonna have to go high enough to lift it to clear the bolts.
Yeah. That's good.
Yep, that's good. Okay, just keep it right there for now. We need to put the feet on it and then set it on the casters.
Careful, sometimes the powder coated paint gets on the threads and they won't screw in.
Have to. I might have a tap.
Okay, we got a tap kit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we got it because we ran into this problem.
Been there, done that. Huh?
If you're going through a single door, you'll need to set the machine on casters or skates so that you can bring it in long ways.
Make a video or something. Send it to you guys.
Yeah, no shit.
Once the machine is close to its final resting position, it can be moved with a normal pallet jack. That's good.
Well, we're still. I'll go down to the floor,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's not on.
Yeah, lower it as easy as possible. Yeah, having a good, nice, slow pallet jack definitely helps. So the computer cart can go on either side. I assume you guys want it on the right side.
Yeah. I had to get it down that way.
Yeah, so we want it as close to that bench over there as possible.
Yep.
Attach the ground wires to the side panel as well as the back and front panel. And then we can go ahead and reinstall that sheet metal side plate. Machine is lowered onto 2x4s on the front 2 pads and the back middle pad so that we can remove these blocks off the pallet jack. The 2x4s are removed. Leave some clearance behind the machine for future access. The machine will need to be leveled front to back as well as side to side. Side to side is very critical, front to back not as much. And you want to do this using the front 2 feet and the back middle foot. You can raise the back corners up so that they're no longer touching and out of the way until you're finished leveling, and then bring them down just into contact with the floor. Starting to move. A little bit more. Stop. A little more. Stop. Okay. We use a precision level for this. Side to side first, now front to back. Back is way high. It's high in the back still.
Oh, damn.
It's getting close. Okay. That's good. Front to back's not as critical as side to side. Recheck side to side. And bring the right side down just a hair. Stop. That's it.